Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? I know it's a little bit late. You guys aren't used to seeing me this late, but hold on. I'm actually going to go live on Periscope too, so I'm going to do this again. Try for the double header. We'll see how this works out for us. um, so I know you guys aren't used to seeing me this late at night. I'm trying to do this daily thing again. So hopefully you see a lot more of me. We'll see how this goes. I encourage everybody to try to do a daily thing every once in a while. Even if you don't succeed, you get a couple of days in, and then you try it again, as you've seen me do a couple times. So hey Jessica, so Jessica's up. I wanted to jump on. Let me do the whole sharing shuffle. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, so I did try to download what is it, Live Leap everybody's using. I tried to download Live Leap and it's just not working for me. So I will continue on this little share shuffle until I figure out how to make it happen and make it work. Hopefully you don't mind. It gives us all a couple of minutes to get in, get settled. If you're just joining, I'm Akila Thompkins-Robinson. I'm the owner of Online Boutique Source, which is the page or the site that you're on. And I help retailers who want to start and grow their online retail business. So while I'm doing my share, I want you guys to do your share and share out and let people know we're going to talk about drop shipping, which is a huge hot topic. That's another reason why I decided to do this a little bit later than I normally would come on, because I'm hoping some people are like up after dark working on some things, and more people will see this about drop shipping, because I know it's a big deal. And it comes up every once in a while. I don't talk about it that much, and you'll hear why I don't talk about it that much in a minute. Although I do drop shipping, so I'm not like hate the drop shippers. I'm not. um, but I do actually do drop shipping. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that. Let's tell people I'm talking about drop shipping. Now, what I should at least do. Oh, and I spelled it wrong in the thing. I should at least like pre-type, right? You guys would like that better if I pre-type. And tell me if you're on. Tell me who's on. I see the 1ZA. Hi, welcome, 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 welcome. Let me post this here. And I got two groups now. So if you guys don't know that we are doing, hey, from Brooklyn, I'm right in Jersey. I'm right literally across the tunnel. Oh, Sam, you don't need to know that. That's not really polite. That's later age. So, and why I'm talking about this now and how this came up, and I probably will wind up, hey, South Africa, I got a friend in South Africa too. This probably will come up a little bit more now because of what I have coming up. So for those who don't know, hey Kwanda, how you doing? For those who don't know, I am going to be giving away, gosh, we gotta block people too. um, so you guys know down here I'm on Periscope, so there's some blocking going on. Periscope, I'm sorry, I might not block everybody because I'm not going to do that all for the next 10 minutes of blocking folks. So the reason why we're talking about this, one of the reasons why we're talking about this is because for those who don't know, I'm giving away my signature course, which is Build an Online Boutique Blueprint for free. So I am doing a live recording. Yes, I'm good. I'm doing a lot better. I don't know if you can see my face. I look a lot better. I'm feeling really, really good. So we're actually doing good this week. So I'm giving away my signature course. I'm doing a live recording in now, 10 days. And one of the things, as people are starting to get in for this live recording, that people are starting to ask a lot about drop shipping. So I said, let me come on, and I just shared it with that group too. So let me come on and let's talk about it. I mean, of course, I'll talk about it in the course, but let's talk about it, because it's not just, hey, I want to drop ship. Like, we all read what Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week, and we've all seen the Abolero sites and the things you could do with Shopify and all that other type of good stuff. So we've all seen those things, and I think a lot of people are like, yeah, drop ship, drop ship, drop ship. I just saw somebody said they have a drop ship course. So people are talking about drop shipping, but they're not talking about all of drop shipping and what drop shipping really means when you're running a business and running a business that's drop shipping. So someone just asked, which is a good question. Thank you. Someone just asked how to get to the course. So if I'm going to talk about it again at the end, but if you want to get into this free course and you want to get into that free recording of the free live recording, it's 3 days of the course that I'm doing. You want to go to onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live. And I'm going to put it here on Facebook for my Facebook folks. And hopefully you guys got it on the Periscope folks end. Make sure I typed it right, onlineboutiquesource.com. Right. So onlineboutiquesource.com, onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live. That's the thing. Or you can go to any of my pages, you'll see it there. And you'll get to get in, and it's a private group. So it's a private group that's only going to be up for this live taping. So private pop-up group, and everyone in there is going to get access, but you do have to register. You do have to be in the group and on the list in order to get in there and see it. So let's jump into this drop shipping thing. So a lot of people talk about, I want to drop ship, I want to drop ship, I want to drop ship. For those who aren't familiar with drop shipping is when you sell products that you never actually have to touch. Make sure you guys share this out. I don't think I saw a couple of shares going on. So make sure you share this out because people want to know this stuff. So it's when you find a site that sells a product, find a wholesaler that sells a product, and there's a couple of different ways. Some people just do it without a link into their system. Some people actually have it linked into like their Shopify or their WordPress, and you promote the product. So you tell people, come buy this product, come buy, you know, me and a bottle of water, come buy this bottle of water. We've got these great bottles of water. We're selling them on our site. When they actually click on your site or click your link to buy this bottle of water, they're not buying it directly from you. Like, you're not sitting in your house with a case of water. Instead, they're going to another site, or you've got it hooked up with another site so that the order comes in, it goes to some wholesaler where you're getting your bottles of water from, and then they are shipping it out. So you actually never have to touch the bottle of water. And people like this dropship model, and it sounds really dope and really attractive for a number of reasons. A, you don't have to buy product up front. If you don't have a lot of space, if you don't have a lot of money, so you don't have a lot of space, you don't have to have it all in your house. That's cool. If you don't have a lot of money, most drop shipping you can do you just pay as the sales come in. So you can be in business for 6 months and never get a sale and never have put out any money. And I'm going to tell you guys how that messes you all up in the head too. That's a whole mindset thing. So it sounds dope, but you know, you don't have anything invested, so you're not making that push for it. But that's a whole nother part to the scope. Or this live. So, you know, that's another thing. So people like it because it's less space, that people like it because they feel that it's less money, and people like it because they feel like they can get more products in. So there's a lot of different reasons why people enjoy drop shipping, why people think that drop shipping is really good for them and really good for their businesses. Actually, I forgot to share one more place. Sorry, guys. Which I do all the time. I forgot to share my own page. My peoples might want to hear this too. I'll just put that there. I won't tell them all the other stuff. So, so that's why a lot of people like drop shipping. And like I said, Tim Ferriss made it really, I'm not gonna say famous, but people knew about it. But Tim Ferriss made it sound real sexy. You know, 4-hour work week. You barely have to work. You set up the site. You get these drop shippers. You send people products, and you get rich. And you know, you're Tim Ferriss. So he made it like super sexy to get into drop shipping. And a lot of people have said they want to do it, and they jump into it, and you know, it doesn't always work out very well. And it doesn't always work out very well because of some of the things I'm going to talk about tonight, the things that they aren't telling people about drop shipping. So like I told you guys, I have drop shipping. So I do drop shipping in my card site. If you've ever been to my site, one of the things I sell are business cards, and those business cards are printed by the printer and shipped directly to the person. So I never actually have to see them. And I'm going to tell you some of the good and bad and ugly of that too. So I'm very familiar with drop shipping that way. And then I also have products that I have here. So I have products I have here and products that I have on Amazon. It's a whole other story. So I have products a little bit of everywhere. So I've got a little bit of the pros and cons of doing all of them. So back to drop shipping. The one thing they don't tell you, and this is the biggest thing, I'm going to jump right to the big stuff. One of the big things that they don't tell you about drop shipping is that it's very dependent on the type of products that you sell. I say that again, it's very dependent on the type of products that you sell. So I say dependent because most products do well when there's some type of uniqueness to them. If you're using all of your stock photos from your wholesaler, if you're using the plain old white site that, you know, anybody can get, if you're using the same old models that everybody has, if you're not making it unique or branding it or doing anything whatsoever, then your products probably aren't going to get as much movement. And that's what happens with a lot of my boutiquers, because a lot of us are clothing, jewelry, shoes, you know, just things that are, people can get a lot of different places. And if you don't put that unique spin on it, then you're hurting your business. It's much harder to do that when you're drop shipping, when you're never actually touching the products. But it does really well when you have things that are either very, very niche, and I'll explain that in a moment, or customized. So back to my example of like my business cards. My business cards are customized per person, and they got to get them custom. So, you know, I'm the only place you can get the artwork that I have. And if they want, you know, of course they want their name on them because they're business cards. So it just makes sense. People will come to me because that's the only place that they can get them. It's super custom. You know, people will go and get, I see people like do t-shirts and people do mugs. Those actually do pretty well with drop shipping because it's the only place that those people can get those designs. Hey, Tabitha, what's up? So it's the only place that they can get those designs. So those are the reasons why it works really, really well. If you're just selling black party dresses, or if you're just selling like the cute shoes, it's going to be really, really hard to get into drop shipping. I think I just broke a nail, y'all. Oh, no. Oh, it's a big one. And at the bottom, you guys see that? Oh, my God. Okay. I was just saying I need to cut down my nails, and then I break one in half. That sucks. Sorry, guys, for the outburst of my nail. So, you know, if your products are really specific, then drop shipping might work well for you. If your niche is really specific, and it's funny, I just saw Jackie join, so Jackie can relate to this because we have very specific niche. Jackie and I have the same niche. But if your niche is very specific, so like you'll hear people talk about, I just saw one guy who was doing something in the prepper space, people who are like prepping for the end of the world, and they do prepping and survival kits. I know another guy who did really well with pocket knives and a pocket knife space and stuff like that. So if your niche is really specific and it's something that you can't get a lot of online, and when I say a lot of, we all know everyone can go to Amazon. That's Amazon. But not everybody wants to go to Amazon. And Amazon doesn't always have the best stuff and the best of everything. So people are willing to look other places. And if you can get yourself out there and be like, when they Google pocket knives, they come to you, then you're most likely going to get that sale. So, you know, something like that. Something like I said, Jackie, and we have a niche. We cater to Greek letter organizations. Very, very niche. There's only but so many Greek letter organizations. There's only but so many people who sell it. So people are more willing to come to us, and we're able to drop ship. Also, again, that customization thing. So if you're shipping like straight from your printer, so they can only get my designs, and it's a very niche. And so it works out really well. Even when you see the people who do like the research. And so if you guys have ever taken one of those e-com courses, anybody taken one of those e-com, like the big, like little ECOMM com courses, and they're like, yeah, we're going to show you how, but they never tell you what exactly they're doing until you get into the class, which is weird. Most of those sites they're doing some SEO keyword research. They're finding, I'm telling all the secrets, right, guys? Share, because your friend's about to get all the secrets. But they're doing some type of SEO keyword research. They're finding a niche that people are shopping for, but there aren't a lot of places out there selling it. And they're setting up these drop shipping type sites using something like Avalero on Shopify. And then they're running their business that way. And it can be super profitable. It can work. The only thing is that you're forever trying to hide your niche because you don't want other people to get into your niche, because now that's going to bring down your money. So you're forever trying to like run to what's unique next. So that's what people were doing when they do that type of stuff. And they are drop shipping. Like I said, they might even make some good money with it, but they're always on the run with their business. So that's another thing to kind of consider. The other thing with that and drop shipping is that you don't get to have that branded, this is my business kind of look. Like if you can never tell people your story, some people like to say I have a business. Some people like to say this is my thing, this is my baby. Some people want to connect with their customers, want to know their customers. Some people want to be a little bit more out there, want to start a movement. Like I just did an interview with Essence Hayes of coloring pins, and not that she wanted to start a movement, but she wanted to create stuff that she liked, and she wanted to create something that was her own. Then this whole drop shipping thing that I'm talking about would never have worked for her. And it would never have worked for her because she wanted to be like the person. She wanted to be her brand, to be like the forefront of it. If you got to keep your shop secret and you can't tell anybody about it, then you lose all of that. And you're really just putting stuff out there for people to buy it and make money. It's really like another job, like you're just jobbing, but on the internet. That's actually what Tim Ferriss was doing. He was finding something as a good keyword. He was finding somebody who can ship it, and he was having them drop ship it. If you want to start putting in your style and putting in this and putting in that, then this drop shipping lifestyle is really not for you. The other thing that they don't tell you about drop shipping that can really hurt your business with drop shipping, and this is again really geared towards people who want to do clothing and stuff, because I know that's what we do. That's what my online boutiquers want to do. The other bad thing is that it hurts your ability to have a really good selection and customer service, but that's another thing. The ability to have a really good selection. And the reason why is because generally, there are very few clothing drop shippers, but even once you find them, you're really only going to work with one or two, no more than 3 drop shippers. Because here's what happens, and here's why it starts to get into your customer service issues. If I come onto your site and say there's this dope outfit, so there's an outfit, I want the whole thing. I want the jacket, I want the shirt, I want the skirt to go with it. I want all 3 items. You're using a drop shipper, and you've got drop shipper 1 sending me a jacket, and drop shipper 2 sending me a skirt, and drop shipper 3 sending me a dress or shirt, whatever it is. 3 different items, 3 different drop shippers. So now here I am getting all these different packages from all these different places. And that can seriously mess up your customer service. If you are trying to like look nice and professional and not trying to let people know I'm doing all this drop shipping stuff, you failed with getting 3, 4, 5 packages coming from different places. And I know somebody's out there saying, well, Amazon does it. Be clear, we're not Amazon. People have gotten to a point where they'll let Amazon do just about anything for 2-day shipping and Prime. You don't want to run your business trying to run behind Amazon. You want to run your business with, your business in mind, your customers in mind. Getting 3 different packages, I know I would be pissed. Anybody here would be pissed if they were getting 3 different packages at 3 different times? You really wanted this outfit for Saturday, and now your shirt's here, your skirt's here, and you've got no jacket. Like, how pissed would you be? I'd be super pissed. So let me know if you guys would be pissed too. I'm looking in the comments. And I'm looking at the comments on Periscope too. So that's another thing. So like I said, it messes with your customer service, and it limits your ability to get a bunch of variety. You're going to have to stick with a few different drop shippers, so you don't have packages coming from all over the different places. So that's another thing that they just don't tell you. Hey, Alzine, that's another thing that they don't tell you about drop shipping, is that you really limit what you can do unless you're like doing designs on your own, which is the one way I would say do drop shipping, is designs on your own. When you're just trying to like I said, bring out those black dresses, don't do it. It's not really that I'm gonna say not that great for your customer service. Hey, yes, you get to catch me live. So the other thing, yes, there's a lot about drop shipping, right, guys? The other thing about drop shipping that they don't tell you is, and this is right along with the customer service lines, is that you don't get to see your products. And what that means when you don't get to see your products is that if there's a problem with your products, you don't get to see that problem until it happens. And I can tell you, like, not often, because I'm pretty good. I'm using the same printer for about 4, maybe 5 years now, and I use them for various things. They print my greeting cards. I use them to drop ship my business cards. I've used them for things for my organizations. I'm pretty comfortable with them. But they're not perfect. And actually, not only are they not perfect, sometimes my team isn't perfect. So, if somebody places an order and something's misspelled and it goes to the printer and the printer prints it and it sends it out, I never see that. I never see it until a customer comes back to me and says, hey, there was a problem with this order. And then I usually have to replace it. The other thing, if they printed something and say, like our colors are blue and white, if the blue is off, if, the white looks a little fuzzy, if something's wrong with the print quality of it, I never see that. I don't see that until it's already there. Same thing with your clothing, especially if you're drop shipping from China. Man, listen. We all seen those rose.com, roseetc.com. No, rose, not another rose, etc. We all seen those articles where people got the dresses and the dresses is too small or too big, or the arm is one length and the leg is different. We've seen that. Don't have your products go out there like that. When you're drop shipping, you want to pay attention to what the products are actually going to be when they get to the customer, because you don't have that chance to see them. You don't know what's actually going to go out. And if you start getting a lot of customer service complaints and you start getting a lot of people, hating this because, it isn't what they thought they were going to get and posting bad about you online, that's a problem. So even when, yes, the Lovely Wholesale, thank you, that's one of them. Lovely Wholesale. I know one's Rose something, Lovely's one of them, but y'all seen these sites, and believe me, don't say I'm not ordering from them. And when you're drop shipping from China, you might be ordering from them. They may have another name, another thing going on. We'll do drop shipping for you. And next thing you know, you've got janky stuff going out everywhere, around the world and stuff to your people and to your customers. So that's another really important thing that they don't really talk about with drop shipping, especially drop shipping something like clothes, that you want to make sure you know what you're sending. Now, one of the ways to do that, and even I do this with my cards, when I produce a new design, the first order of my design is always to me. It's hilarious. If you guys have ever seen me like anywhere with my business cards, I've got like 5 or 6 now different business card designs. Not because I didn't know which one to choose from, but because every time I produce a new design, I do a short order of cards, and I'm going to pay for them anyway. I put my name on them. So I always have a short run of cards that are with my name on them. So when I'm out different places, I'm giving out a business card, like literally you can pick one. It's like playing a deck of cards. But it's because I'm testing out my products. So I'm going to say that to all of you guys. If you do decide to drop ship, get one of everything that you're going to sell sent to you first, because you want to make sure what you're sending out to them will be the best thing possible. Now, there might be mistakes. Like I told you, sometimes my team might put in the wrong letter or wrong something. Every once in a while, the printer might have a problem, like the colors might be off. So you may get some issues still. But if you've never seen it, if you've never tried to look at it, believe me, you're going to, again, especially with drop shippers, because you just don't know. You just don't know what they're selling. The other advantage of getting things shipped to you is that now you can use that to take your own photos. Because I tell you, and this is not just for drop shipping, this is for all my boutiquers out there, using the wholesaler's pics are killing your business. That's just it. There's not one medium, big, decent retailer that you see that is using the model that looks like this, and everybody else is using her too. Using your wholesaler's picks, even if you're like, I'm just doing it for pre-order yourself 1 or 2, and that's when you start to sell it. A little patience will help your branding and get you so much further than trying to rush and get stuff out there to sell. And this is probably getting into a whole nother live, guys, but telling people, well, I'm a small business, you got to understand. I think I said this during the weekend too. Money is still green, and we want the same green money that every other business wants. So the expectation from your customer is that you are going to operate with the same level of integrity, the same level of value, or even if not more than some of the other businesses. So saying you're a small business and that's why things are janky, not going to cut it, not going to make it. So if you are going to drop ship, since we're going back to drop shipping, if you are going to drop ship and you get those samples, one of each thing, have them sent to you, you can now use them to make your own photos. You can now use them to get your own models. You can do your own flat lays. You can now make them your own and make it look less drop shippy, because people, and that's another thing. Be clear, this internet is huge. Facebook has run rampant. Your customers now know all of the things that we do as businesses. And your customers now know all the things as retailers. Your customers will say, this looks like it was drop shipped. 5 years ago, a customer would have never known. When Tim Ferriss wrote The 4-Hour Work Week, look at the date on that. That was a pretty old book. Nobody would have known. But now, customers are smart. Information is out there. People are super savvy. And they are pinpointing, oh, this looks like it was drop shipped. Oh, it's taking more than 2 weeks, because when you ship with Arbolero, it could take up to 2, 3, 4 weeks to get a product. Oh, you must be sending it from China and overseas. Like, all of these things, don't think your customer doesn't realize. So it's our job, as part of our customer service part of having our business, to make sure that they are the least impacted and make sure that they're the most attracted to my business. You want them to come in, see your photos, see your brand, and you don't want them to have to get hit with, oh, this came from somewhere else. Now I got 5 packages at my door at different days, and my outfit is taking like a month to come together. One outfit taking a month to come together. You don't want them to get hit with, oh, now it's here and it's all messed up because it came from somewhere and nobody checked it before it actually went out the door. I'm supposed to get a light pink and now I got a bright coral, dress. I actually saw it. I actually saw that one. So these are all the things you want to consider when you're getting into drop shipping. Now, I know I just bashed drop shipping for like the last 20 minutes. I don't think drop shipping is all bad. I think that drop shipping can be done nicely, responsibly. Like I said, if you're doing your own products, you're doing your own designs, or you've got people designing for you and you're selling designs that are super unique, I think that's really good. There are a lot of stores out there, a lot of sites out there now like Spreadshirt and Printful and all of those things that will help you get unique designs. And don't just go for the t-shirts. Those sites have a whole bunch of different items. Sell some of those different items, and that in itself can help you be the difference. Everybody's selling a t-shirt. I mean, I know here it's already looking like fall and it's August, but you could be the one to say, okay, I'm going to have the sweatshirt, or have the sweatshirt with the little shoulder off, or, I'm going to have the long sleeve raglan t-shirts or whatever. Alizine's giving me hearts because, we shop for these things. But you could have like the unique items that are still coming from the drop shipping, but you're making it a unique item. You're making it unique designs. You're doing all of these things to still keep it within your business and your branding, but using drop shipping as a tool and not using it as your entire business model. Like I said, the drop shipping business model where all you do is drop ship, usually that works if you want to sell archery equipment. And if you Google it out there, and I know people have drop shipping courses. Somebody was on Periscope earlier who had a drop shipping courses. If you Google it out there, you'll find, top niches to drop ship. And when you look at them, you're going to look at them and you're going to say, this is the stuff I want to sell. Because it's not the cutesy stuff. It's not the glamorous stuff. It's probably not even the super feminine stuff. It's just stuff that people can't find a lot. Most people can't find a lot of archery stuff. Can't find a lot of, there's one guy, he actually just sold a company, sold trolling motors. He had no idea what trolling motors were, but it was a good keyword, so he sold it. So you got to know what kind of business you want, know what kind of model you want. If you're just about, I need to get cash, then look into drop shipping and retail arbitrage, but that's another scope. But look into drop shipping. If you really want to build a business, if you really want to build a brand, if you want to go into, like I said, a market that's closer to like clothing or shoes or stuff like that, a lot of the markets our boutique wants to go into, drop shipping is going to be extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. Just extremely difficult. And to make it work, and it's not going to be that I don't ever have to put any money out for my products. It's just not. You're at least going to have to get that first round of products in. You're at least going to have to get some photos, make them look unique, make them not look like they're drop shipped. Maybe keep a small piece like inventory on hand, that type of thing. You're going to have to do these things in order to make that business model work if you want to be in these, if you want to be in like the fashion retail type niche. I can tell you there's Steve Chow of, and I hope I'm saying his name right, of My Wife Quit Her Job, who I love, but he always doesn't like clothing businesses, and one of the reasons why is because it doesn't fit kind of the niche model. So know that you can do it. Know that your business can work. It just doesn't work the way we're seeing all the glamorous, flashy 4-hour work week. I need to make the the no drop shipping hour work week coming out. So it's not going to work the way that you see all of those work. So that's just what I want to kind of hop on. Let me know if you guys have questions. I see you guys have been hanging out with me for the whole time, which I appreciate. Thank you. I know a couple of folks shared. Thank you for that. I'm going to drink some water. Let me know what your questions are. This is a big deal. I got a lot of questions. I'm doing a survey. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about the course again. Hold on. So the course, again, for those who just joined, I am giving away my blueprint course, and I'm really giving it away. If you go to onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live, you can register to get access to my signature Build Your Online Boutique Blueprint course. So that's where we'll be talking about how to start a boutique from scratch. So like from the very beginning, I need a target market. So it's how to start a boutique from scratch, going all the way to your actual launching and opening. And I'm dealing mostly with my fashion, retail, women's based. So my men can join, but believe me, we're going to be selling to women-based businesses. So if you sell clothes, if you sell shoes, if you sell handbags, if you sell accessories, if you sell jewelry, if you sell home goods, because that's women-based too. If you sell home goods and you sell candles, if you sell facial products, if you sell those type of things, then you definitely want to get in. You definitely want to be a part of this course. You definitely want to watch this, because I'm going to be talking about how to profitably sell those type of products, not just how to sell, like I said, going out there and getting on the e-com thing and doing some niche research and all other type of stuff. I'm going to be talking about how to profitably sell those products and how you should. It's onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live, all one word, blueprint live. I can't even say it. Hey Mayad, how you doing? So if you guys want to get in the course, go there, and the link's up top for those. Yes, for the stationery. Thank you. Look, how am I gonna forget us, right? Kenisha just reminded me, which is funny because we both sell stationery, and for stationery, so those type of products, so products that you might see other people selling, products that people buy because they want them and they think they're cute and they love them. We sell those things. We like those things. So I'm going to be talking about how to sell those things, how to position them. Like I said, this is my beginner signature course. So this is for people who don't have their boutique at all and just have like a boutique dream. If you got a boutique dream, you want to get in here. This is for people who maybe are struggling with their boutique dream. If you have got a site that's like halfway up, maybe you started that Shopify account, maybe you got some products in your living room that aren't selling, you want to get on this course. So this is for that. If you've got an existing boutique, now I've got another program for my existing boutiquers, but hey, I'm not gonna lie, this is free. You might want to get in here. You're going to learn something too. So I'm going to talk about how to start a profitable boutique from the very beginning. So you want to go to onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live. So let me know. I was kind of doing the commercial to see if you guys had questions. Nobody has questions? Everybody's cool? Who's drop shipping? Anybody not drop shipping? Kanisha, do you drop ship any of your cards? I'm trying to drop ship some other things. I got some other plans for my drop shipping. And I'm going to tell you guys, the most successful drop shipping that I see outside of the niche specific ones, those are pretty spec. If you're just going to do a niche, those are pretty successful, I'm not even going to lie. But the most successful ones I see are ones where you do design and get them printed. Those are kind of, you're thinking, well, I really want to do drop shipping. If you're willing to change your business model a little bit, design to print is really, only because, once you make a design, it's yours. Now, you might have to fight for it because, people are going to try to steal it. That's a whole nother scope. But why isn't? Well, Clarion, I don't know if you've been here the whole time, Clarion. I'm not saying it's not successful. I'm not saying, so Clarence question for everybody who's on both things, asks, why isn't drop shipping successful? I'm not saying it's not successful. What I'm saying is you have to have the right expectations, meaning you can't sell everything drop ship, and you have to do it the right way if you want to be successful. Meaning when you do drop ship, you want to make sure you're not using the multiple drop shippers. You're making sure you're looking at your products. You're making sure you're positioning correctly. Your customer service is on point. What color do you think the add to cart button should be? Sam, real talk, I know there's all these sciences about the colors of add to cart buttons and all that type of stuff. When people want to buy, they are going to find that button. So we don't do the, I'm going to split test a button color. We split test a product and make people want to buy it. When people want to buy it, they're going to find the button. If they're going to email you for it, if they don't see the right button when people want to buy. So we want to get people to that stage, not the, trigger them with a red button. No wholesale. I'm getting inventory in, but I'm actually doing a wedding favor gift shop separately that will be drop shipping the companies I'm using in the US and have high rates of success. Nice. So, and it's even for, actually, I know somebody else who does that. Kanisha, let me know. I think I'm almost sure I know who does that in the group. But even with something like that, because, and it's funny because I used to do stuff in the wedding industry, but because it's the wedding industry, it's a huge industry. You want to be pretty specific niche. Like what kind of weddings, what kind of love am I going to be selling? Is it country chic events, maybe African inspired events? You still want to be that go-to place for one thing, not for all weddings. And you can successfully, don't think you got to sell everything a drop shipper has. One of the things, and you guys will hear this in one of my upcoming podcast episodes with Deborah Brown, because I just did it this weekend. I think it's Deborah Brown. When she was talking about editing what you put into your shop. With anything, whether you're doing wholesale or if you're doing drop shipping, just because they have 100 products does not mean you have to sell 100 products. And you absolutely should not sell 100 products because they have 100 products. Your job as the in-between from the customer who wants stuff but doesn't really know what they want to being the retailer who you're the expert in this space and you know the style and stuff is you help them to edit and you help them to pick out what's going to be right for them. So think about Pier 1. Pier 1 is one of my favorite home stores. I love Pier 1. Pier 1 has seasons. Like right now, they're doing like a navy bluish silver thing. So their people have gone out and said, let me find this thing is navy blue and silver, this navy blue and silver, that navy blue and silver. These go together, and they put them in the store. Now, I'm sure their suppliers had red, had orange, had green, but that's not the story that they're painting right now. So even though you're doing, I see you love Pier 1. Maybe it's stationary in us, right? We love cute things, I promise you. With the free courses, there are wait lists. That's all I could find. It's not a wait list. It is a registration. So you're going to, this is a question about the free course. Is there a wait list? It's not a wait list. It's a registration to get into the live event. You're going to register, so you do have to register, and then you will get the information to join the private Facebook group, which is where the event will be taking place. So it's not a wait list. It happens on August 19th, 20th, and 21, that weekend. Yes, you do love cute things. So, back to Pier 1 in my example. So they could get everything. They could say, oh, here's your, everything in every color. But what they're doing is saying, here's my specific thing. Here's the trend that's going on. I'm going to help you paint this. So when we're talking about the weddings, so say if it's African inspired weddings, a lot of people like African inspired weddings. You could have the wedding brooms. You could have the African print napkins and the African print bag for the bride to carry. You can have all these things to help them to shape that vision. And that's one of the things you want to think about. Like I said, whether or not you're wholesaling or reselling, or drop shipping, you want to make sure that you're helping them to paint that vision. Don't just have 100 products because the drop shippers told you so, or the drop shippers have it available. Did you fill out the little survey at the end, Jessica? When you go to the thank you page, a little survey, it's like 3 questions about you, and then it gives you the thing. You also get an email too, so you also see the email. So let me know. Message me if you don't get it. So what other questions do you have? Those have been good questions so far. What other questions do you have? Oh, I forgot on Periscope you can't go into your questions. All right. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to end tonight. Thanks for joining me. We've been on like 40 minutes, guys, so thanks for hanging out. I know it's kind of late and everybody's like getting up and stuff in the morning. I will be on my page. Have you heard about Spreezy? No, I haven't. And Claire, somebody asked, was that you who asked that in the group? Somebody just asked about Spreezy, and I saw it and said I need to look into it, and I really haven't. What kind of products do they sell? I didn't, so I have not completed it. I'll go back in. Okay, let me know. You're welcome, Tabitha. You're welcome. Okay, so that was you. So let me look. Let me see what kind of stuff they sell. Is it clothing or what is it? And it's really, and I'm not bashing any particular drop shipping company. Just, make sure you check their stuff. Any particular company. The thing is the type of products that you want. It could be the best drop shipper in the world, but if you're drop shipping stuff that just doesn't drop ship well, you're not going to do well. So it's really not about the company. The company, you just want to make sure that they're reliable with their shipping, that they're reliable with the quality of their products, and that they sell the things that you want to carry on your site. And you want to test all that stuff out before you put them on your site and start selling, okay? Make sure you test those things out. So yeah, so it's not really about the company as much as it is about the type of business that you want and the type of products that you want to carry. Some things just are not going to drop ship well, I promise you. You can say, Akila told me that that's not going to drop ship well. Dresses, not going to drop ship well. It's a group where they put together your site for you and they have products all ready for you to sell. Okay, so here's my thought about that. And I'm actually glad you brought that up. Oh, it's another good question. How do you do market returns? Okay, let me answer both of those. So it sounds like, Clarion, it sounds like an MLM. And I'm not against MLMs. You guys know my MLM background. I'm not against MLMs. But it sounds like an MLM where pretty much your business is all dependent on you being part of them. And because I have an MLM background, I'm going to tell you, I will never again start a business that is dependent on me being part of someone else's business. That's just my recommendation in life. You may want to change things. You may want to branch out. You may want to make $1 million. And you don't need some company overhead saying, oh, you're getting too much traffic to your site. Let's shut this down. Or, oh, we don't like the way you're marketing. So, you can't now run Facebook ads to run into our site. Or, oh, we're not going to carry this anymore. And it's something you really want to keep in your site because it's a big seller for you and your people. You want to run your own business. You want to control your own business as much as possible. I mean, you can't do everything, but as much as possible. So I'm okay with the drop shipping part and getting the products, but when they're hosting your website, meaning that they only want you to have their products. So what if you see another people and you want to now get their products in? Or what if you want to start doing some custom stuff? You can't do that. Oh, you only make commissions off the products you sell. You said not the business model that I would recommend for anyone. There's too many opportunities out here. Even when I did Mary Kay, I did Mary Kay when I was 20. So like literally almost 18 years ago. What the heck, I don't know what the WWH is. I don't know what WWYM is. I don't know any of the acronyms. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did Mary Kay like I said, like 18 years ago. Even back then, like before, what happened? Okay, I'm so confused. Even back when I did Mary Kay, the internet wasn't what the internet was. Getting products wasn't as easy as getting product was. Just the world just wasn't what the world is now. Now there's opportunity. There's Facebook groups. There's advertising wasn't what it was. Facebook ads, all these things that you can do yourself for a very decent pricing. I'm not going to say cheap, but a fairly decent pricing. I mean, you could run a $10 ad and make money off a $10 ad. $10 a day. That's like incredible. Could have never done that 18 years ago. So now that we can build websites fairly cheap, we can get products that we want and go different places and get into these places. Now that we can do all these things, I don't feel that we need to be dependent on these other companies. and these other companies that are doing restrictions. So, okay, I finally saw your question. When I said business model, when I said business model, the business model is, the definition of it is the structure of your business. So how you're going to operate your business. If drop shipping is a model, meaning you only going to drop ship. What we're talking about now, selling through another company, which is also known as MLM, multi-level marketing, that is a business model. Selling on your own, operate your business, is a business model. So there's different ways, and it's all about a big choice, not saying anyone's better or not than the other. It's all about a choice in how you want to run your business and your lifestyle. Selling to another company. Yeah, so I'm not for that. So the other question I saw somebody else say was, do you think the market's saturated? Okay, I'll answer that question too. Another question somebody asked about was for returns. How do you handle returns? So with most drop shippers with returns, it's on you. There are some companies that will allow for returns. What I would recommend is have them return it to you, and then you return it to the dropship company. Don't have them immediately send it back to the dropship company. Most dropship companies don't even offer a return option. So that's another reason why you want to make sure that the quality is right, the orders go out right. You want to make sure that all of those things are correct so you can have a limited number of returns. So I told you guys, sometimes it's a card mistake. Sometimes, it just happens. And when it happens, I literally just tell the person, sorry, throw the cards out. No use in them spending money to ship it back to me, or me giving them money to ship back to me. I can't do anything with them either. Throw them out. We'll send you a new order. And that's usually how I do mine. But again, I make sure that is really, really limited, really, really small occurrences of return. So I'm not taking that hit too many times. Yes, I do send them a new order when that happens. Somebody else said, is the market saturated? So that's a broad question because there's a lot of markets out there. Everything's a market. Like I said, we just talked about wedding, and I niched it down to the African weddings, and we talked about dressing, and I niched it down to something else. So everything is received a wait list confirmation. It shouldn't be a confirmation. I'm going to check on it. It should not be a wait list confirmation. It's a survey to get into the group. I'll check it out. I'll make sure it's working, guys. So what was I saying? Sorry. Oh, market being saturated. So when we talk about our market saturated, or is a market saturated, that's, like I said, a little bit of a trick question because everything's a different market. There are things you can do, and we will be talking about this in the course. There are things you can do and ways you can do it to help yourself to stand out in the market. And I always give the example of the mall because A, I'm a mall girl. I like malls. You guys know that. And B, because, hey, it's true and it works. If you go into a mall, and I'll tell you, like the mall that I usually go to here in New Jersey, Willowbrook Mall, literally in one corridor, you guys know how each mall has a little wing, there's a J. Jill here, a White House Black Market here, which is next to the Express. The Express is right there. The Limited was upstairs, but they've closed. We're up the Limited. There's an Amari Exchange this way, and Old Navy down that way, and I'm missing something. Something's between the J. Jill and something's here. There's another store here. So I say all this to say and give you guys my mall map that's sitting in my head, because all of those stores appeal to women. All of those stores sell dresses, t-shirts, pants, jackets, pretty much the same type of thing. But each one of those stores have made themselves stand out to be the individual space for the people that they sell to. And that's what's important to think about in any business, in any space. What are you doing to make yourself stand out to be the individual space for the people that you sell to? So when you say, is it saturated? Yeah, there are other people who sell stuff. No, I'm not going to say it's saturated. I'm going to say if you're getting into a saturated market, that's because you're not doing the first thing, which is making sure that you're doing enough to stand out to be the place for the individuals that you sell to. So that's my question. That's my answer for that. So any other questions? I think that was a good one to end on. You guys think that was a good one to end on? All right. Hopefully you guys do. Thank you so much for joining me again. And if you're having problems with it, let me know. Just message me on Facebook, or if you're on Periscope, jump on Facebook and message me at Akila Thompkins-Robsinson or Online Boutique Source. I will make sure you guys get in. For those who are able to get in, it is onlineboutiquesource.com/blueprint live. And the link is up in the comments if you guys are here on Facebook. Facebook. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. I need synchronized stopping too.